What is going on, people? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Hope you're all doing well. It is currently Sunday the 2nd of August. It is about 8:15 in the evening. I'm just wrapping up for the week, winding down / getting ready for the week ahead. Now, obviously, been on this journey of, incremental improvements, 1% increases daily, etc., etc. And yeah, just coming on to, as always, just kind of update you as to how we're getting on and where things are standing, right? So last week I set myself some, non-negotiables with regards to health and my career, or my health and my career. My plan was to also start delving into some other pillars in my life. I'll be completely honest with you though, I didn't do that, didn't get the chance to. Well, that's not strictly true. I'm one of those people that advocate for kind of, if something's a priority, you'll make time for it, right? I'm not saying it isn't a priority, but I just didn't get around to it. Also, if I'm completely honest, guys, I actually got struck down with a cold from, I want to say, Wednesday. So from Wednesday right up until basically this morning. And still, even now, you can potentially hear in my voice, I'm still feeling a little bit clogged up. But Friday yesterday was the worst of it. So Friday, Saturday was the worst of it. No, it's actually even from earlier than that, because I remember even on Monday saying I feel like I'm coming down with something. But that was like really early stages. And then, kind of Wednesday started to kind of creep up on me a bit. And as I say, Friday, Saturday was definitely the worst of it. But as of this evening, feeling a lot better. So, happy days. But ultimately, I didn't get round to looking at my goals as I did in one of my previous episodes where I sat down. Well, my last episode actually, where I sat down, which I only actually got out today, I think. Yes, well, today as of the day I'm recording. So the episode that I recorded on like the 27th of August, I think, 27th of July, sorry, last Sunday, I only got out today because some guy reached out to me saying he wants to, basically to see if he can edit my videos. He said, send me your next video before you release it. I sent it to him. To be fair, I didn't make clear to him that I want like this episode. I'm looking to release this episode now. But a week had gone by, I didn't hear anything from him. And I'm like, just to clarify, like, when, I know you said you're going to do this for free, but like, when can I expect a draft at least or something? And he was like, oh, give me another week. I said, look, don't worry about it. I need to get this video out. So obviously I posted it today, as you would have seen, or yesterday by the time you watch this, because I'm planning for this one to come out Monday. Anyway, so last week I obviously sat down and talked you through my non-negotiables regarding health and work. So I've got them here. I'll quickly run through them. So health, complete 4 strength training sessions. Complete 4 strength training sessions. I actually only completed 3. I did Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. And then, as I say, Friday was kind of the worst day for me in terms of my illness. Saturday, yesterday, I didn't have, I still wasn't feeling great yesterday. My plan was to go today. Like, I am feeling like I could get a session in, but if I'm completely honest with you, a part of me was also kind of like, look, let me rest up, get myself better, have a day of at least feeling half decent, and then we'll just go again from next week. It took a lot for me to do that, if I'm honest with you, because I'm one of those guys where it's like, hey, first of all, obviously I'm so close to completing basically a lot of the things that I said for this week, and I didn't want, and I was kind of just like, I guess, being quote unquote perfectionist to some degree. I didn't want to not do it, but then I remembered, it's like, you know what, especially as it is, as they say, in the 12-week year, it's not about perfection, it's about consistency. And if you hit 85% of your goals, you'll still be making progress in the direction of travel that you want to go in, right? And so, I really had to kind of remind myself that, so that I didn't beat myself up too much about not making it to the gym, or force myself to go to the gym today when it probably wouldn't have been in my best interest to do so, given how I'm feeling, right? So, I mean, aside from that, I'm quite pleased with myself though, because Tuesday, I still managed to get a leg session in, even though I remember I had a headache, still managed to get a leg session in. Monday was a pretty decent upper body session. And then Thursday was a full body session. So like all very good sessions. I enjoyed them all very good. It's a shame I didn't get this Friday session in, which is a mobility session or functional session, sorry. But yeah, as I say, it is what it is. The other non-negotiable was to complete 2 runs. I did complete 2 runs, so happy about that. I went out on Tuesday and Friday. I'm actually going to change the days that I go out for my runs. But I did I think it was a 3K on Tuesday, which was just horrible. I just felt like, yeah, I mean, I'm still getting used to running again, or my body's getting used to the mechanics of running again and whatnot. So Tuesday's run wasn't particularly great. And then I went out, as I say, on Friday. And Friday was actually all right, to be fair. Friday, I went out, I ended up doing a 4K. I set out, and I remember just feeling good on this run. And I did a new route that I've never done before. And so I actually played myself because I got a little bit confused because basically I was going. I wasn't looking at my watch because, as you remember from one of my previous videos, it's like I basically said I'm not going to be looking at my watch too much, especially when it comes to easy runs, which this was. So I'm out on this run. I'm going. And I get to about 2.5 kilometers in. And in my head, it's like, okay, I'm going around this park. And I'm thinking, if I just go around, come back, go back the other way, that should be 5K. So I keep going, I'm going. My pace, I'm picking it up a bit because I'm feeling decent. I'm feeling no pain, no nothing. And then I get back towards my house and it's only 4K. And I'm like, oh, I slightly thought it was 5. But anyway, it is what it is. The positive from this is that it's twofold. A, that I managed to do 4K without kind of any issues, without stopping, without any pain or anything like that. Because as you will know, that's been a struggle for me recently in terms of kind of getting beyond kind of like 3K. Yes, I had a 3K run a couple of weeks ago where I didn't stop. But yeah, and obviously I did a 3K on Tuesday and I had to stop there. So to do 4 on Friday, I felt good about that. The other positive, as I said, there were 2. The other positive is that, frankly, I could have carried on going. I could have done. So, yeah, really, really happy about that, actually. So, yeah, got my 2 runs done. Perfect. Complete 2 additional cardio sessions. Now, I definitely did 1. I've got here that, yes, I did do 2, actually. I did 2 on Tuesday and Thursday. That's a lie. Monday and Thursday. Yeah, Monday and Thursday. So Monday, I did half an hour on the Stairmaster or the mountain climbs, whatever they're called. And then Thursday, I did half an hour on the cross trainer. So yeah, happy days. I've got my Streaks app here, which is where I've been keeping track of everything that I've done. What else is there? Stay within your calorie target at least 6 days each week. Now, if I'm honest with you, I haven't actually been tracking my calories. But what I have done is I've got a meal plan that I'm sticking to, prescribed by the one and only my nutritionist, ChatGPT. Although, guys, I've got, you know what? I'm not even going to bore you with it now, but honestly, ChatGPT can be so infuriating in just how, like, it can be inconsistent or contradict itself or whatnot. So to give you an example, just a very quick example, bear in mind, this is like maybe the 7th or 8th or 9th instance of this. So it's like really annoying me at this point. But I had a meal that I was cooking today. Basically, I'm doing the meal prep in the house now. And what I do, if you remember last week, I said, I think it was in yesterday's episode, actually. I said that last week I went out the day, bought all the stuff, prepped and cooked all in the same day. It, like, done off my whole Saturday. So whole Sunday, sorry. So I told myself, you know what? Going forward, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to buy the stuff and prep it on Saturday morning, cook it on Sunday morning. So that's what I did this week. Anyway, the point is, prepped all the veg yesterday, started cooking it today. Now, for one of the dishes in particular, I'm following the instructions on how to finish it. And It's basically chicken, like garlic honey chicken or something. And I've made the chicken, done everything, and it's then gone set aside. So I'm like, bro, and where's the vegetables where am I adding the vegetables that I prepped then? So I had to ask her, I said, big man, you made me chop 2 onions, 2 peppers to add to this meal. Why have I not? Oh yeah, you're completely right. The bear man, as I say, this is like the 7th or 8th time that something like this has happened. So it's like, this is the exact kind of thing that I was supposed to prevent. And I'm just like, oh, when you're talking to him, you're realizing that, like, bro, this thing has no cognitive, like, understanding of what's going on. So he just understands, it just sees words and like guesses or guesses the next word or whatever, but it doesn't have any like emotional cognitive reasoning to actually deep what it has done and how infuriating it is. It just knows I'm saying the word infuriating and kind of in theory what that means, but it doesn't actually understand. And so I'm just like, bro, like, this is annoying as hell. But anyway, the point that I'm making is I've not been tracking my calories, but I have been, for the most part, sticking to my meal prep for this, or my meal plan for last week, or I had stuck to my meal plan for last week, which is good. I think what I will actually do, though, to be fair, is this week now, I'll put a screenshot on of Streak so you can see what it kind of looks like, the interface. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one where basically I think every time it'll be something like every time I either stick to the meal plan or go against the meal plan or do something different to the meal plan, then I will basically mark it so then I can keep track. Because there was, like, for example, Friday, I didn't eat what I was meant to have on Friday, but then that's because I didn't actually cook one of the meals that I was meant to cook as part of the meal plan, which was meant to be, I think, like Thursday and Friday's dinner maybe. I didn't cook that, and then there was also more food than I anticipated for the lunches, and so I took one to work. But then work, we had pizzas, and it was the last day of the month, so it was kind of like a celebration, if you like. So I had the pizza, but then I had the food for dinner. But anyway, that's an example of where I didn't necessarily stick to the meal plan, if that makes sense, right? And so I'm gonna, by next week, I'll think about what that actually means and what specifically I'll be tracking. But yeah, just to give you an idea. So it didn't necessarily set a calorie target, but very happy with my kind of meal consumption this week, and we'll be interested to see what the scale says tomorrow, because obviously Monday morning I'll be stepping on the scales, right? Complete 2 mobility sessions every week. So I've completed one this week so far. I did that Wednesday night. But I will be completing the second one tonight. So to be fair, well, I'm not going to tick off now. I'll tick off when I do it. But at the time of recording, I've only done one. However, I will have done 2. So that's fine. Record your weight and waist every Monday. So that's tomorrow anyway. Sunday review and weekly plan. So I'm going to do that after this tonight. Track your sleep. To be fair, I have not tracked my sleep at all this week. And review your weekly average. Yeah, I've not tracked my sleep at all this week, so that's not good. I will do that from this week. Never missed 2 planned workouts in a row. I haven't missed 2 planned workouts this week, which is good. And keep the health promises that I make to myself. Generally speaking, yeah, as I say, I'm generally happy with how this week has gone. So happy days. Now, I'll be honest, career, I'm not sure what's happened here, but my non-negotiables there were watch at least 1 product demo each week, spend at least 1 hour each week learning from product engineering or clinical colleagues, read and understand every product release notes published that week, test at least 1 feature, spend 1 focus session each week understanding competitors' NHS landscape or GP practices challenges. I'll be honest with you, I don't really think I did any of those. Now, part of the reason for that is we've actually launched a new product, which is basically the main focus of the business now. Or as a business that we've launched a new product, main focus of the business, and like it's all hands on deck. And so as of kind of Tuesday, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, the focus was really just purely outreach to booking demos for this new product, right? There wasn't really much time for anything else. So Monday, Tuesday, so tomorrow and Tuesday is when we're gonna actually sit down and really learn the crux of the product. Don't get me wrong, obviously we have, as a sales team, we have a basic understanding of the product, but we don't know the details. I couldn't sit here and demo one right now. But tomorrow and Tuesday is when we're going to actually sit down with the engineers that built it, our CEO, etc., to really understand the product in detail, so that from Wednesday is when we've got all our demos booked in, Wednesday onwards, where we can actually start sitting down and basically demoing the products, right? So that has kind of meant that there's not really been the capacity to do some of the stuff that I said I wanted to do there. Although there still would have been opportunity to, I think also when you couple that in with the fact that I've just been shattered and tired because of the illness that I had, it's not been ideal. So conscious of that, something that I will be in the back of my mind, or I will be conscious of going into this new week. And I think what I will do is also the same way I've got my health stuff here for in the Streaks app. I'm going to put stuff in from a career perspective so that I can keep track of it and make sure, I'm doing the stuff that I say I want to do, because that's another thing. I completely lost sight of that once I said them, basically, because I had nowhere where I was actually keeping track of it. Like, don't get me wrong, it's in a note in my phone, but it's not something that I was going to every day. Do you get what I mean? So that's been this week. I think overall a decent week, minus the kind of setback from the illness and the kind of inefficiencies as a result. So Friday at work was almost a waste of time because I just wasn't feeling well, and it was just pretty unproductive and stuff like that. But you got to give yourself grace sometimes, right? I was actually saying I've not been ill for a while, but to be fair, I only ever get ill when either my little man or the missus is ill, and the little man got ill like last week or the week before that. So it was due, because I've not been ill in a while, so can't complain. But that's me. Obviously, you're gonna roll over the non-negotiables for this week. Keep better track of them, and I'm actually going to do like a week in the life, I think, this week. So that will be released next week. Obviously, in the interim, I might release just stuff on a day by day basis. But for now, that's it. Hope you guys are all well. What I should also do actually is keep I'll do that next time, but I should be doing like a percentage completion of my non-negotiables. But for now, what I'm going to do is, as I say, start getting ready for the week. I am going to sit down and put pen to paper on my goals for this week. I'm going to think about another section of my life as well, maybe other or something like miscellaneous, maybe content or business or something. We'll see. And then, we will take it from there. But hope you guys are all doing well. Don't forget to set your goals for this week. Hope you smash them with flying colours. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace.